Biocompost is basically compost made from organic waste like food scraps, leaves, and soil that gets broken down by microbes. With the world dealing with increasing food waste and environmental pressure, sustainable agriculture is gaining more attention. Malaysia alone produces tons of food waste daily, and most of it ends up in landfills. So, instead of letting it rot and release greenhouse gases, the idea is to turn it into something useful. Before starting this project, it was hoped that biocompost would improve plant growth, increase soil microbial activity, and reduce the need for chemical fertilizers. Using organic waste as compost material could also help reduce landfill burden and support circular economy practices. After running the experiment, the biocompost was successfully produced and applied to spinach plants. At first, it was challenging and the plants didn't grow as expected. However, after several attempts and adjustments in the compost mixture, the plants started to thrive. Eventually, the spinach showed better overall growth, healthier leaves, and stronger root systems. The soil also retained moisture better and showed higher microbial activity, which is a sign of healthier soil ecosystems. Previous studies have also shown a similar outcome. According to Wu Chang, biocompost enhance nitrogen availability and improve plant biomass in leafy vegetables. Meanwhile, a meta-analysis by Chow reported that organic amendments such as compost significantly enhance soil microbial diversity and functionality, ultimately improving crop yields when compared to conventional mineral fertilization. Another study by Perez reported that diverting food waste into aerobic composting significantly reduced landfill burden and greenhouse gas emissions compared to traditional disposal methods, highlighting composting as an effective climate-friendly waste management strategy. The results of this project align with previous studies, showing biocompost improves plant growth and soil health. This confirms it is an effective and sustainable solution.
Next, I will briefly explain the planning behind our biocompost project. Our biocompost uses two main materials: brown materials, which are high in carbon and provide energy for microorganisms, and green materials, which are rich in nitrogen and support protein formation and plant growth. To control pH, we avoid highly acidic materials such as citrus waste because excessive acidity can reduce microbial activity. Moisture control is also important. Compost that is too dry cannot support microorganisms, while overly wet compost may cause unpleasant odors. Therefore, we maintain moisture levels between 40 to 60% by balancing wet and dry materials. We use mixed organic waste, dry leaves to regulate moisture and carbon content, and dairy-based materials as microbial activator to introduce lactic acid bacteria. Each group member is assigned a polybag with different treatments, including positive and negative controls. Trichoderma is added to all treatment polybags except for negative control. Materials are chopped using knives and scissors to remove their natural protective barriers, mixed evenly, stored away from sunlight, and incubated under semi-anaerobic condition with weekly monitoring.
Next, I will explain about monitoring schedule for both biocompost and spinach growth. First, I will explain the biocompost monitoring, and this is our schedule. In week 1, all group members are involved to prepare the compost. This week, focus on compost preparation only. In week 2, monitoring began. ASMAD and FATIHAH observed there is a larva and mold on the compost surface. This likely occurred because the compost was too moist or had excess fresh organic matter. This creates a favorable environment for fungal growth and insect attraction. So, ASMAD and FATIHAH removed them and used the soil to improve the erosion. During week 3, monitoring was carried out by FARISH, AIMI and ELYA. They noticed a sudden growth of pumpkin plant in the compost. This pumpkin plant might come from kitchen waste that we added to our compost. To prevent the pumpkin plant from absorbing too many nutrients, it was removed. By week 4, monitoring confirmed that the biocompost was ready to use and stable for planting. Next, I will explain the monitoring timeline for spinach growth. In week 3 and week 5, ELYA and AIMI tried to grow the spinach in cotton medium. During monitoring, they observed that there is growth of spinach, but it was so slow, and after a short time, the spinach plants died. Then, we want to find new incentive to make the spinach grow. So, in week 5 and week 6, FARISH, ASMATUN and FATIHAH planted new spinach seed directly into fertilized soil. During monitoring, there was a rapid growth of the spinach and it did not die. After that, the spinach plants were transferred into compost and were allowed to grow under different treatments, including the positive and negative control. In week 7 and week 8, monitoring focused on observing the growth of the spinach plant. All members monitoring their own plant that has different treatment for each. The positive and negative control spinach were observed by ELYA. Finally, at the end of week 8, this spinach was harvested and measurements were taken to evaluate the crop.
Firstly, this section will present the final result and analysis of spinach growth under different biocompost treatment and compare with the control group. Spinach growth compared based on several different parameters such as plant height, biomass, number of leaves, and also plant survival. Based on the result, there is no spinach growth was observed on negative control, which clearly show that nutrients are necessary for spinach germination and growth. In contrast, positive control produced fewer plants with higher values of parameters such as higher in plant height, biomass, and also number of leaves. This indicates that nutrients are easily available and no competition make plants grow faster and even bigger. Moreover, spinach grown in biocompost treated soil show higher plant survival in most treatments. Although the plant height, biomass, and also number of leaves of individual plants were generally moderate, the higher number of plant survival suggests that biocompost soil improve the soil condition and also support steady plant growth. This may be because the biocompost soil nutrients are released slowly and shared among other plants. When comparing the biocompost treatment, differences were seen in all growth parameters, showing that different biocompost ratio give different effect to the spinach growth. This highlights the importance of choosing suitable biocompost mixture. Overall, the results show that biocompost soils actually support sustainable and stable growth of spinach by improving their parameters, while the positive control mainly support the higher growth of individual plants. In conclusion, biocompost is effective in improving spinach growth and also plant survival. Biocompost is one of the good options for sustainable farming. For further improvement, adjusting the biocompost ratio can actually improve the spinach growth and biomass.
Awak tahu tak tentang biokompos? Apa tu? Tak tahu. Biokompos ialah baja organik yang dihasilkan daripada perebutan bahan semula jadi seperti sisa makanan, sisa pertanian dan bahan organik lain melalui aktiviti mikroorganisma. Proses ini dibantu untuk menukarkan bahan buangan kepada baja yang berkhasiat untuk tanam dan tanaman. Untuk cara-cara buat biokompos ni senang je. Cara dia, kita mulakan dengan mengumpul bahan-bahan organik. Okey, selepas kumpul, kita akan menyusunnya secara lapisan dalam bekas atau rumah kompos. Bahan tersebut perlu dilembabkan dan diulas secara berkala supaya huraian berlaku dengan baik. Seterusnya, nak tahu tak antara bahan-bahan utama untuk biokompos ni dijadikan? Apa tu? Macam menarik tak? Ya, antara bahan utama dalam biokompos ialah sisa organik seperti kulit buah-buahan, sayur-sayuran, daun kering, rumput, najis haiwan serta mikroorganisma seperti bakteria dan kulat yang membantu proses penguraian. Biokompos ni dia ada banyak kelebihan seperti meningkatkan kesuburan tanah, memperbaiki struktur tanah, mengurangkan penggunaan baja kimia serta unsur alam kerana membantu mengurangkan sistem buangan organik. Jadi, awak dah tahu apa kelebihan biokompos.
We also share this knowledge with the wider community, including our family members, friends, and juniors from lower semesters. This following feedback was used to challenge the understanding regarding our explanation of biocompost.